And now it's time for more of Southern California's sports fishing voice. Let's talk hookup. This portion of the show is sponsored in part by Ford, the official truck of Let's Talk Hookup. Rancho Leonero, where your wildest Baja dreams come true. Maui Jim Sunglasses, the choice of the best captains. Shimano Rods and Reels, fish with the best. Shimano. And by Yamaha Outboards, official motor sponsor of Let's Talk Hookup. Here we go. Another great hour of Southern California's sports fishing voice. Let's Talk Hookup. Here's Pete Gray and rock cod Rick Maxa.
Welcome back. Hour number 2. Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090. Pete Gray here. Rock cod Rick Maxa is here, too. We're having a great time talking fishing with Mark Rayor and Jack Nilsen from Wren Sportfishing, giving away the big event, the big trips here coming this hour. Let's say this half hour.
I like it.
How's that sound, okay?
8 grand prize winners, every one of which is going to win just something
amazing.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's going to be great, and we're having fun here. This is beginning our 25th anniversary. Next weekend is our 25th anniversary on the air. How about that?
Crazy.
Yeah.
Been a lot
25
of fun.
years. You're getting old, man.
I know, man.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Yeah. Jack, we're not getting old, are we?
Ain't seen old yet.
Yeah. Anyway, having a good old time talking fishing here on the radio.
You got it, man. We're having a lot of fun, and we want to hear from you. Come join in the fun, man. This is what it's all about. Talk to these two guys, Mark and Jack, and we're having a great time, and we want you to be a part of the show. And if you want to get through in the second hour, 858 area code 457-1090. That's the best number to reach us, 858-457-1090, or toll free. That one's 877-792-1090. One more time, 877-792-1090. In addition to giving away those 8 unbelievable prizes for all our winners from our Ford San Diego County Ford Dealers live remote broadcast, we're also giving away a great prize to our callers today, and that's a brand new pair of the Accurate Piranha pliers, one of the rigging tools. Awesome set of pliers from Accurate. Got a split ring opener on them. It's got one of the sharpest jaws.
Such a cool
for cutting spectra. And the beauty of those Accurate pliers too is after you've cut 2,000 pieces of spectra, if you did cut something you probably weren't supposed to, you can always just order a brand new pair of cutting jaws and they screw right into place. They're awesome. Such a cool tool.
Yeah. So are they made to cut spectra and mono, or you just want to cut spectra?
No, spectra and mono is fine.
It's fine.
We recommend you stay away from the wire unless you enjoy replacing your jaws once a year.
And how often do you have to replace? If you cut spectra and mono, how often do you have to replace the jaws?
Maybe never.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, really, it's
really.
They're pretty much lifetime, but things happen.
Yeah. But the new design is cool because you've got the split ring pliers and and a little different design on the teeth.
That's
too,
right.
right.
The teeth are interlocking, kind of like wahoo teeth, so that you pull on the tag end of your knot. It makes it really nice and easy to cinch down on it. Cool. So we call it a rigging plier now. It's more not. We don't recommend you using that plier. It's it's $100 pair of pliers to pull hooks out of fish and that kind of stuff. You use them to rig yourself up.
Rig yourself up.
Cool. Yeah.
There you go. All right. If you want to join us, dance in there and have a chance to win that pair of pliers.
You got it. 858-457-1090 or 877-792-1090.
Hey, Accurate. It says here that Accurate Fishing to speak, and that is Ben Seacrest, Vice President of Sales and Marketing for Accurate Fishing is what it says right here, will be at the September meeting of the Oceanside Senior Anglers. Oceanside Senior Anglers is a great group of people.
Yeah.
They meet at Country Club Lane at 9 a.m. On Tuesday, September the 6th. So that would be this Tuesday.
Yeah.
So 9 a.m. you want to go see the Vice President of Sales and Marketing of Accurate Fishing, Ben Seacrest.
Ben does a great seminar.
There you go. Go check it out.
Don't let him tell you about the 274-pound bluefin he caught, though.
Yeah, no. That was Douglas.
That was Douglas.
Yes.
I got to mess with you, Ben. I can't help
yes,
myself.
Indeed.
He's got a lot of big ones this year, so that should make for a good seminar. He's got some seriously good stories.
Oh, yeah.
He knows what he's doing.
That's for sure.
Let's go ahead and jump into those phones, Rick.
How about we talk to David? He's calling us from Laguna Beach this morning. Good morning, David. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Hi, David. Thanks for joining us on Let's Talk.
Heisler Park in Laguna Beach, about 2 miles out. For the last 20 minutes, I've been watching School of Tuna just foaming.
Nice.
I saw another one where birds are crashing.
Nice.
Cool.
Besides that, that's awesome.
You got
I have a question. I have a Talica 16 too,
Okay.
and busted the where the spools, or not spool, the thing that holds it together.
Clamp?
And I got a cork puppy last year, and that seemed to help it from keeping it from swiveling back and forth. But on these bigger tuna, last week I got a 100-pounder, and it started to wobble, and, you know, the crew tightened it up. And on the Ocean 95 this last week, it broke while I was fighting fish after an hour. And the crew was awesome because they cut the line and they spliced it to another pole, but it wasn't a two-speed, unfortunately. And so then I wound up getting blisters and fought it for 3 hours.
But you got it.
Yeah, I got
Nice.
it. I just wondered, what kind of rod should I have to go with a Talica 16.2 when I'm, you know, for a lighter, when I have 45 pounds, it won't wobble.
Sure. Well, I mean, if you stay away from that cork tape grip, that is going to eliminate that. You know, I mean, having a deckhand style
Right.
grip where you're just relying on the clamp is, I mean, it's you can make that very secure, but with some of the new innovations and rods, everything wanting to go skinnier and lighter and smaller, you know, with that comes a thinner blank wall, and the more that you tighten down your clamp on a thin blank wall, the more susceptible it might be to the blank crushing, which is what I think you were referring to there. And so, like you say, a cork puppy will give you a wider, you know, there's more surface area that the clamp is clamping to the rod, so that's going to distribute the load better. But you can do one of two things. You can be fishing with a rod that has a thicker blank wall, so it's less susceptible to being crushed from the pressure you tightening it down, or you can install a reel seat on the rod, depending on how big the diameter is. And it sounds like if you've got a rod that's skinny and small and has a small blank wall, it usually is small enough that we can install a reel seat from the back of the rod going forward. So you could put a reel seat on your favorite rod, and the reel seat would obviously eliminate the reel twisting and torquing. Or you can just, you know, obviously purchase a rod in the future that has a reel seat. So a reel seat was clearly going to eliminate that completely. Sounds like you took all the steps that you could have, tightening your clamp down and then using an aftermarket clamp that's even wider. So I would say that's it. Reel seat is going to eliminate it, or fishing a rod that's got a bigger blank wall so you can tighten it down more and not have the wobble.
There you go. Thanks a lot for the phone call this morning.
All right. How about next up we talk to Dave. He's called us from Poway this morning. Hi, Dave. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Dave.
Morning, guys.
Good morning, Dave.
Dave?
Great show. Enjoying the stories and the banter. And Jack, I've got a story for you.
Okay.
Earlier this summer, my wife and I were in Corona on business, and we got done early in the day, and I said, let's go by Accurate Manufacturing. And she said, sure. So we went there, went into your lobby looking around, and a gal comes out and she says, can I help you? And I said, I kind of gave her the, no, thanks, we're just looking at the display cases here. But she kind of maybe sensed that we had more interest. She said, let me get somebody. You might think of a question. So she brings out Justin Poe. You were talking about him earlier.
Yeah.
And before we knew it, we were getting a really fun tour of the place. I know you don't do tours, but I explained to Justin that I'm in manufacturing. We manufactured the trusses that went into your facility there.
Oh, really?
So we got engaged. Yeah, we got engaged on that level. I said I have an interest in the manufacturing side of fishing, and so he accommodated me. We had just a great conversation and a really great time with him. And I said, I turned to him about halfway through, and I said, you know, you're not giving us a plant tour. You're selling me a reel, aren't you? And he kind of smiled. And Janelle said, yeah, you're selling him a reel. She knows the look. So,
That's cool.
Just wanted to say it couldn't have been a better experience. Justin, you guys are right. He is just a very accommodating individual, very knowledgeable. It was just a totally great experience.
Well, thank you for that. I appreciate it. And we don't set up tours, but we will certainly accommodate someone coming in and wants to look at what we do. A lot of really cool toys in there. $400,000-$500,000 machines spitting out chips. So thank you for that. Yeah.
There you
it
go.
was very interesting to me. What recommendation would you have, Jack, and Rick, for that matter? I'm going on the searcher for a 6-day, September 14th to the 20th, and I'm good all the way up through 60-pound gear. I've got good gear for that, but I haven't had opportunity to fish that my way as much as I do.
Well, 60 is probably going to get you covered. I mean, if I was going to recommend anything else, you might have a 100-pound rig, but I don't think that's critical. The 60-pound rig should get it done for you.
Especially on a sport boat.
Yep.
There you go. Hey, thanks a lot for the phone call this morning.
Mike in Redlands, you're up next on Let's Talk Hookup. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning. Good morning, Mark. Good morning, Jack.
Morning.
Good morning, Mike.
How you doing, buddy? I heard that you were on. Saw the picture. Hey, nice T-shirt, by the way.
Hey, I'm wearing it right now.
Yeah, I know. I saw the picture. Anyway, I just wanted to call and say hi and tell you what a great time we had down with you in August there at the East Cape. And anybody that's thinking about going down there, his boats are immaculate. The accurate equipment's accurate. We just had the time of our life.
Thank you. I'm glad. We had fun fishing with you. You're a fun crowd, man.
Oh, yeah. And Allison wanted me to tell you, too, by the way, that she has your hook.
Oh.
You'll appreciate this story, Jack. We were fishing with Mark on a pre-fish day, and Allison hooks this hammerhead on a Valiant.
Oh, giant.
And she fights it for 45 minutes or whatever. Mark keeps telling her, "Hey, Allison, I want my hook back."
On a Valiant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That total weight of that reel is 9.9 ounces.
Yeah, I know, and it was on probably a 100-pound hammerhead.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
that's very cool.
You're exceeding the design characteristics or parameters, as they say, of that reel.
Oh yeah, I know we did, but we had
Bad
fun,
boy.
and it held up, and we had a great time, and just wanted to call and say hi.
Hey, Allison's got the tuna head shake down.
Oh yeah, she does.
very good. Hey, thanks a lot for the phone call this morning.
All right, how about next up we talk to Kenny. He's calling us from Hawaiian Gardens this morning. Hi, Kenny. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Hey, morning, guys. Hey, did I hear earlier in the show that was your 25th anniversary?
Next weekend, yeah, we'll be celebrating 25 years on the air.
All right, well, I just wanted to congratulations you guys.
Thank you, Kenny.
That's cool, Kenny.
I've been listening since the Marty days and stuff, so.
Yeah.
Hey, I had a question. I have a Torium 16 on a Terramar ADM full 50-pound Spectra. Am I going to be way undergunned for going on an overnight boat out of the landings up this way?
I mean, I wouldn't say that you'll be way undergunned, but that would be, that would be a good outfit in addition to something heavier. I mean, every catch reporter that it has called has kind of said the same thing, how critical it is to have a 50 or a 60-pound size rig with 40-pound being a minimum, and that rig is a little on the light side for that. But there's been some smaller grade fish around too, so it certainly would be an appropriate rig to bring. But if you were looking like to catch that 70 to 90-pound fish, like we heard Art talking about and Mike talking about, I mean, that gear that you have, will it handle it? Yes. Is it ideal? No. A 40-pound two-speed outfit, a 50-pound two-speed outfit, that's what you really. That's the gear piece of choice right now.
Yeah. Hey, thanks a lot for the call this morning. Speaking of gear, if somebody isn't fishing on Gen Ren, Mark, and what would be appropriate gear to bring when they need to bring gear?
Oh, I guess it depends what you want to target. If you're going to target billfish, you'd probably want heavier gear. It just depends. If you're going to
Let's say somebody's fishing in the Let's Talk Hookup tournament at Palmas on October the 6th.
I'd say bring a 30-pound rig, a 50-pound rig, and an 80-pound rig.
Okay.
You'd pretty much have it covered.
Now, what about that school-sized, or no, not school, but 40-pound to 60-pound tuna you've been catching on the chunk?
We're catching them on the Valiants. We're catching them on the Valiant 300 using 25 or 30-pound top shot. Yeah. And
fluorocarbon a must?
Fluorocarbon's a must.
It is. Okay.
Small hook?
No, because we're chunking squid. You can get by with a little bit bigger hook.
How big?
Oh, you can get by with a 2.0 probably.
Okay.
And if you're going to be fishing with a Cavallito or a mackerel, probably bigger than that. Probably a 5.0, 6.0.
Okay.
What size fluorocarbon would you bring, Mark?
I would bring 25, 40. Probably that would be which in the 30s, 30 right in that range is what you're going to need for the tuna. That they've been a little bit line shy, so you got to go with light line. That's why we're using the light gear, even though the fish are big. It's different than fishing from a party boat. You have the whole boat to yourself. It's not. I hate to say this. It's not combat fishing, so it makes it way easier to fight a big fish on light gear on your own boat than it does when you have a crowd. So you get bit better on the lighter gear.
Yeah.
I got another question for Mark, too. I hear it in the tackle store a lot because a lot of people go down to they're like Jack, everybody wants to go down to the ranch and hang out in the East Cape. And a fish that I know everybody wants to kick off of their bucket list or target that maybe they haven't been long-range fishing is a wahoo. What would you say is the number one lure a guy could take to the East Cape if he really wanted to try and catch a wahoo?
Good question.
'Cause we hear it a lot.
We catch a lot of wahoo on Genren.
You've been pretty lucky. I think we got 4 or 5 one day.
Yeah,
that's rad.
If I had one lure and that was all I could, I'd use a Halco Laser Pro 190. But it's a Rapala style lure. I'm just really partial to the Halcos. I just ordered 2 dozen more that I'm going to be bringing back with me. They work.
What do you catch on them?
You catch wahoo on them. You catch tuna on them.
Yeah.
They work really well for tuna.
Okay.
When we're trolling for tuna, and we've caught tuna up to 270 pounds on them. And Jack brought me the first ones that we've ever used, and I looked at them and I thought they look kind of wimpy. I thought we're not fishing for striped bass. What do you? And they got kind of wimpy hooks, and that's when I started using these pliers. I was buying the 4X hooks, and I was changing the hooks out on them. Yeah. And then we ended up just using them without the hooks being changed on them, and they hold up. They look wimpy, but they're not. They're way tougher. It's like the Valiant. It's way tougher than it looks.
Cool.
And the cool thing about usually when we're trolling a spread through the porpoise for tuna, that Halco is the first one that gets bit. But if it doesn't get bit, a lot of times it'll get bit on the slide. After we're slowing the boat down, it's the last lure that I would pull in to get out of the way of the fish that are hooked up, because we get so many late bites on that lure. It's just a great lure, and it works really well on the wahoo too. I posted a fish recently on my Facebook page, Genren Sportfishing Facebook, and it's got a wahoo with a Laser Pro 190 in its mouth. And we fish them straight mono, so we lose a certain amount of them, but I feel like they get bit better than using wire. And you can see this one's got it all the way down its throat, and there's about 2 inches of the lure sticking out of its mouth. Just enough so that he couldn't get that monofilament.
Yeah, that's cool. Hey, let's find out what's on the water right now.
You got it. It's time for our FishDope.com report by the man, your saltwater guide, Captain Dave Hansen. And today, his catch report sponsored in part by Gamakatsu Hooked, Japan's leading fish hook that sets the standard for quality and innovation, strength and durability. Local tuna and yellowtail fishing is happening right now, and you should make the Gamakatsu Nautilus hook your go-to hook. It has the strength and durability as well as the right design to make it easy to pin on your bait and put your fish on the deck. Get Gamakatsu Nautilus hooks at your favorite tackle store, and we got the man on the line, your saltwater guide, Captain Dave Hansen. What up, Dave?
Good morning, you guys. How are you?
Great. Big fish
what a
Dave.
week, huh?
Yeah.
What a week. That's all I can say, man. It was incredible. 2 different boats, 2 fish over 200. That one fish that we got David for yesterday was taped out at 280 pounds. We didn't get back to the dock till 12:30 at night, so we cut it. We didn't weigh it. I know I should have weighed it, but we taped it out. It was 280. Everyone's excited. One of the captains up there in Santa Barbara, Sonny, came down, chartered the boat, brought some of his regulars, and we went out there. First, we started at San Clemente Island. We had just phenomenal bass fishing. Got 6 big yellows there, and then left the island at noon and ran down to the 43 and got that giant bluefin. It was pretty spectacular, unbelievable fishing out there. There's still just a ton of fish on the 43, guys. There's still just a ton of fish. I know that most of the boats are fishing up there at Clemente because there's a phenomenal amount of fish up there on Desperation. Yeah, I've been fishing San Clemente Island since the mid-'70s. I have never seen all those boats on Desperation. Any sport fishing boat that you can think of was anchored up at Desperation Reef 2 days ago. It was unbelievable. Some of the most beautiful long-range boats anchored up right there at San Clemente Island. It made me feel pretty special to know that island so well and watch all those boats fishing there, guys. It was incredible. There's a phenomenal amount of that smaller bluefin all over the island also, that 10-pound fish. San Clemente Island is definitely the place to be right now if you want to go catch a bluefin, and then that giant bluefin on the 43. Catalina, yesterday we were over there, had a handful of that smaller grade yellowtail, that 5 to 10 pound fish. Seems to be all over the island there. And then along the coast, the water kind of rolled over, got a little chilly, but the bass fishing's really good still, guys. It's still very, very good bass fishing. You got to do a lot of sorting, but there's still quite a few of the legal bass. You just got to sort through them. And all I can say is you got to go fishing.
You definitely got to go.
You got to go. You have a chance at a lifetime fish here. And, of course, fishdope.com, Danny's been on it. He's given all the scoop out there. I'll bet he even put Ali on that fish on Friday, huh?
I'm sure he sent him right to the right zone.
Yeah, right there. So $20 off a new membership to fishdope.com using the code Hookup Now. If you fish the Coronado Islands, they had the story up right away on the Invictus sinking yesterday. It's the way to stay in touch with fishing is fishdope.com, whether it be fishing or what's going on in the fishing community. $20 off new membership to fishdope.com. Hook up now, one word, lowercase, no space. And how do we find you, Dave?
You got to give me a call at 949-374-0786 or look me up on the web at yoursaltwaterguide.com. Hey, did you guys see that picture with all the calico bass and the bluefin? Was that incredible?
All the dead calico bass and the bluefin.
Oh, they're my favorite kind.
Yeah.
You're not going to see another picture like that this year.
At what point is too much? That's what my question is.
I don't know. I've never done enough.
You're bad, Dave. Save the resource. Save the resource.
I am. I'm saving it.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm saving
it.
Saving it in freezer bags.
Yeah.
Save the bluefin, man. Stay off of those things.
Yeah. All right, Dave.
Guys.
Talk to you next week.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, very good. Hey, check out this week's edition of Western Outdoor News, always loaded with great how this week. Front page, Armando, who works for Mark on, which boat is he on?
Gen 3.
Gen 3. Really, how big was that blue?
That one was about 350.
Wow.
Right on.
Wow.
That's a big
nice
blue.
one. Is that the biggest one of the year so far?
Oh, no, we've got them bigger than that.
No.
Yeah, we have.
Really?
Yeah.
Good year for blues, huh?
It's been outstanding. It's
Yeah.
been incredible.
Well, check that out. This week's edition of Western Outdoor News, front page man, is Gen Wren Sport Fishing. And I want to remind you, too, there may be a spot left on that Ken's Custom Reel 7-day trip aboard the American Angler, departing Sunday, September 25th. We talked about it yesterday, but there could be an opportunity for you to go fishing with the great guys from Ken's Custom Reels. You'll learn a lot, and I guarantee you catch a lot of fish on the American Angler.
Ken and those guys are so much fun, too. Fun group to fish with.
Yeah.
They're cool guys, and like you say, they'll take you under their wing, teach you a lot of stuff about it, and what an awesome shop up there in Oceanside.
Yeah,
Ken's one of the best around.
He is
has
amazing.
quality operation, that shop. If you want to get rigged or get some advice, that's a great resource. Really.
And if you go fishing with them, man, you get so much knowledge there.
Part of the family.
Jump on that 7-day trip on the American Angler. Call Lori in the office there at the American Angler. Check AmericanAnglerSportFishing.com.
Hey, when we come back, we got a lot more Let's Talk Hookup coming right. Look at that. We have the first open phone line we have literally had since the beginning of the show. If you want to get through, one line open, 858 area code 457-1090. More Let's Talk Hookup coming your way on the mighty 1090.
Inland Boat Center is the destination for your next boat. They've been around 35 years, so they're here to stay with something for everyone. Inland Boat Center has a giant inventory of all types of boats, including the perfect saltwater fishing boats made by Arima and Defiance. Inland Boat Center has a huge 2.5-acre indoor showroom with over 300 new and pre-owned boats, making them the largest boat store on the West Coast. Family owned and operated, they are proud of their customer service. They take trades of all types. Come check out their inventory of Defiance boats from 20 to 29 feet, or the fantastic selection of the amazing Arima boats from 17 to 21 feet. Inland Boat Center has a full service department, fiberglass repair and upholstery department. Everything you need is under one roof at Inland Boat Center, 681 East San Jacinto in Paris. Check the website for the current inventory and more at inlandboatcenter.com.
When it comes to fishing rods for saltwater, there's just one name you need to know, CalStar. Take, for example, the Graphiter series. It's a true graphite and fiberglass composite rod, the finest it's ever been built. And for anglers seeking traditional performance, durability, and quality at an affordable price, the CalStar West Coast series of rods and blanks are the ones for you. Their master craftsmen bring decades of rod building experience to every rod they make. So if you want your fishing rods to be truly state-of-the-art, I always recommend CalStar at fine tackle stores everywhere.
This is Rick Jensen with Sportfishing Financial. I think most of you get that I'm a fisherman and work with the fishing community, But to understand exactly what Sportfishing Financial does, ask yourself these 4 questions. First, do you really know how much money you'll need in order to retire comfortably? Next, do you know how much you'll have to save on a regular basis to reach that number? Do you have a process that includes a proven investment strategy and confidence that the money you save will grow? Last, do you have a plan for how to turn your savings into retirement income? If you don't have good answers to these questions, you're not alone, but you should, and I can make sure you do. In addition, if you own a business and currently provide or are planning on providing a retirement savings plan for yourself or your employees, we should really talk. We offer an outstanding variety of creative solutions that are sure to meet your needs.
Some of our listeners may feel overwhelmed. Others may believe they are already doing the best they can. In either case, I bet Rick can help. Set a time to meet with him and start planning for your personal or business investment success. Find Rick on the web at sportfishingfinancial.com or give him a call at 949-481-1807.
Cast Tours is a family-owned and operated travel company that specializes in taking you to great fishing destinations. They take pride in providing the best and most affordable vacation packages available. For over 20 years, Cast Tours has been creating unique sport fishing and vacation trips. Whether it's a fishing trip, a family vacation, or an adventure, they will provide you the service and value you deserve. Call Cast Tours at 800-593-6510 or check casttours.com.
If the fish are biting, I'm on my boat, rain or shine. Of course, I wear my life jacket. It's like wearing a seatbelt. Clip it on, grab my tackle box, and hit the water.
Love California, Boat California, Save California. A message from California State Parks Division of Boating and Waterways.
This is Captain Tim Ekstrom from the long-range vessel Royal Star. With my partners Randy Toussaint and Brian Sims, we have set the bar for the long-range fishing experience. A spring 8-day, summer 5-day, or a fly-down, fly-back 11-day winter trip, we deliver the highest quality long-range voyage you will find. From our premium RSW fish storage to our top-of-the-line chefs and crew, Royal Star distinguishes itself from all others. Want to grab a spot on the Royal Star? Check us out at RoyalStarSportFishing.com or call Tracy at 619-224-4764.
It's a fact. The right jig can outfish live bait, especially when you're using the new Live Deception jigs from Ahi USA. They use real images of bait fish printed directly onto the jig, and Live Deception jigs have near bulletproof wire-through rigging, 3X must-add treble hooks, and solid welded ring. Live Deception jigs hook up and hold up. Available now at all fine tackle shops.
XEPRS 1090 AM Rosarito, Baja California.
The best NFL coverage is right here. San Diego's sports leader, the mighty 1090.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090.
Labor Day weekend, you know, a lot of people on the water.
Yeah.
And boating safety is always a very, very important thing. And from the Department of Boating and Waterways, we have Lynn Sadler on the line. Good morning, Lynn.
Good morning.
Great to have you on the show. And is it true 15% of all boating accidents occur during summer holiday weekends?
Well, that's the statistic from previous years. Of course, this year we'd like to reduce that.
Yeah. So how many are we talking about here in Southern California? How many accidents do we see in Southern California on the water?
Well, in 2015, we saw 282 boating accidents.
Whoa.
There were 121 injuries, and sadly, 19 boaters lost their lives in 2015.
Wow, that's
way more than I would have thought. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's a gnarly statistic. What are the main types of accidents that happen?
The main types of accidents are, well, by far the greatest number is collisions. 41% of the accidents in Southern California are collisions with other boats.
Yeah, and I can relate to that being on the water. How many times you see people just not paying attention?
Yesterday.
Exactly. A third of all accidents are related to operator inattention.
Is that right? So what are the other problems? What are the other causes of these collisions?
Well, operator inexperience.
Okay.
You know, folks that don't really know what they're doing. And excessive speed plays a big part in that. And sadly, so does alcohol.
Alcohol, yeah, for sure. Indeed. So how can you prevent a collision?
There are, the best possible way is to be prepared. You should know the rules of the road. Just like before you drive a car, you learn that you stay to the right, you stop at stop signs. You know, you learn those highway rules of the road. And it's important to learn the water rules of the road. There are a number of ways you can do that. There's courses taught by the Power Squadrons through the Coast Guard Auxiliary, and Boating and Waterways offers a course online. So there's no excuse not to get that information, learn it, and practice it.
Oh, I didn't know that Boating and Waterways offers an online course. That's a good idea. How do you get that?
If you go to our website, which is, you can go to boatcalifornia.com, and there is no cost for that course.
Okay.
It's free, and you can take it right there online.
Wow, that's pretty cool. So operator inattention is a big problem, and you mentioned alcohol, too. Give us a scoop on that.
So about a third of accidents are related to people being inebriated, and we encourage people to just leave the alcohol at home while they're boating. Leave it on shore and enjoy it there because, well, there's a couple of reasons for that. In this case, alcohol is even more important because passengers on a boat are at danger from alcohol. They can fall overboard, and the cold water can disorient folks that in ways that wouldn't happen, for example, if you were in a car. The other thing that can happen is after you sit in the sun all day, you've had a little wind in your face, there's that noise and vibration and motion, which feels really relaxing, but it intensifies the side effects of alcohol and drugs. And so many folks don't realize that when they go from that very hot, relaxed state into very cold water, they get something called cold water immersion shock. And that certainly contributes to injury. The other thing that a lot of people don't know is that it's against the law to operate a boat or a water ski if your blood alcohol is greater than 0.08%. And not only can you be arrested for that, you can be arrested for a lower percentage if conditions aren't safe, and the officers can terminate your voyage and impound your boat.
Yeah,
so
it's a
we
serious.
encourage people to leave alcohol at home.
Yeah, it's a serious offense, and what a lot of people don't realize it's the same as driving a car. Same offense as driving a car while intoxicated, right? It goes on your record. You're basically
you got a DUI.
You got a DUI, right?
Well, it certainly is a very bad idea, and we discourage it because 31% of all boating fatalities over the last 5 years were alcohol-related.
And most important thing, wear a life jacket, right?
Absolutely. Wear that life jacket. 3 out of 4 drownings could have been prevented by people wearing a life jacket. And it's important for people to know that the vast majority of people who die, who drown in water, were considered strong swimmers.
Wow. That's pretty amazing. So what's happening with this new mandatory boater education law that's going to go into effect in California?
There's a new law that requires people who drive a motorized vessel to be educated and prove that they're educated. So that course I was telling you about that you can take online, there'll be other federally approved courses that will meet the criteria. And so folks will take that course, and they'll get a boater card that shows that they have had that mandatory education, and that card is good for life.
Wow. Okay, that's great. And again, at boatcalifornia.com, you can take that test, and it will be mandatory starting in 2018 and then moving up as the years go on, right?
That's right. So the first year, everyone 20 years and younger will need to have that boater card. The next year, folks 25 years or younger. The next year, 35, 40, 45, up until January of 2025, when everyone, regardless of age, will need to have had that mandatory education in order to operate a motorized boat.
Easy to do. BoatCalifornia.com. Just go online, read about it, take the test, and get the card. It's a lifetime card. Lynn, thank you so much. Great information on this Labor Day weekend. We appreciate all that the Department of Boating and Waterways does to keep our waters safe. Thank you for your help.
Thank you.
All right. Take care. All right, let's jump back into those phones, Rick.
You got it, man. Well, the phones are packed up. How about this time we talk to Bruce? He's calling us from Lemon Grove this morning. Good morning, Bruce. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Hi, Bruce.
Good morning, guys. Happy Labor Day.
You too, Bruce.
Hey, just a question about the launch ramp. When that thing was supposed to take place, as far as Shelter Island, as far as the demo and stuff.
Well, they have a sign up now on Shelter Island that says it's going to start this fall. It's an actual, get ready for this, right? Here it comes.
Right.
So
what's the duration on it?
I've heard a year.
Yeah,
is what I've heard. I know that it's going to be through the summer next year.
Yeah.
So I've heard 1 year is what their project.
And how
time is.
things are going to accommodate, I don't know whether it's going to be completely shut down or they have to go to alternate places. We'll try and maybe get somebody from the port to give us some answers.
I don't have straight info at all, but I know that Doug has been doing a better job keeping tabs than I, and I know I've heard him talking to Dwayne Patton out, who's really up on it.
Okay.
And from what they said, their goal is to keep one lane open through the entire process, which, I mean, you know how crazy it is launching 10 boats at a time there. One will be
it's gonna
crazy,
be fun, isn't it?
But still, that their goal was to keep at least one lane of launching open while the entire process was going on. But we're just going to have to wait and see, man.
Yeah. Good news is, in the end result's going to be better because it needs to be improved.
That's the thing. Yeah, you can't not fix it if you don't shut it down, and it needs to be fixed. So we're going to have to deal with it, and it's going to be a pain in the butt next year. But put your boat over at Konakai and just call it a day for the year.
No doubt about it. Thanks a lot for the call. We'll see if we can get more information. Good suggestion there.
All right. How about next up we talk to Doug. He's calling us from Montebello this morning. Good morning, Doug. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Hi. I was wondering about the Wren. How far is your fishing grounds, and do you guys just troll out there, or you just go full speed?
Well, it depends where what we're targeting and what's happening at the time. The great thing about the East Cape is the bottom drops off right close to shore. So right outside where Jack was down 2 years ago, and we caught a wahoo right on our mooring buoy.
On your mooring buoy?
Yeah, on the mooring buoy.
Yeah. Wow, which is maybe 100 yards offshore?
Yeah, about 100, 150 yards offshore. You can go to our website and see the live webcam and see the boats out on the buoy from the live webcam. Wow. And we've caught marlin in there before. We've got tuna. Well, tuna this year, we had a pretty good run of tuna, maybe 500 yards from our facility right out front on the chunk. Wow. We were making tuna to use for bait for the Bisbee tournament right out front there. So sometimes we don't have to go very far. Sometimes it's a little bit more of a distance. Typically the marlin are, I don't want to say inshore, because the really inshore on the beach is the roosterfish and the jacks and Sierra mackerel and that kind of fish, but not very far offshore. You get 2 or 3 miles offshore and you're in the marlin grounds.
Hey, so I just went to teamgenren.com and clicked on webcams, and I'm looking at a live picture of the East Cape right now. It's not even a ripple on the water.
Tell me how good it looks right now.
Like insane.
It's spooky. It's been like that all summer.
And not hot.
No.
Wow. What a great time to go. Makes me want to go right there.
I know.
It's incredible. I can just picture Jack with a Pacifico sitting right on that sand right there.
A very unusual photo.
Very unusual photo. Hey, good question. Thanks a lot for the phone call this morning. Okay, it's time.
Is it time?
It's time.
Woo!
Let's do it.
All right.
All right. So here's what we're going to do. The 8 qualifiers we named earlier, we've got them all on a card here, and we're going to be drawing for the grand prize.
Yeah, draw for the grand prize first.
Katmai Lodge, so everybody has a chance.
Exactly.
On Alaska Airlines. So we're going to draw that. Go ahead and draw one right now there, Mark. And, okay, great. All right. Okay, so we're going to set that one aside.
Right, so that way all 8 people were in the running for the grand prize.
So now we're going to draw, and Jack and Mark are going to participate in this, for the trip on the Blackjack, which is the number 2 prize.
All right. Everything.
Which one, Jack? Which one?
Pick one for the black. This is for the Blackjack.
All right.
There.
The charter on the black. Who is it, Mark?
Dave Rotti.
Dave Rotti. All right. Dave Rotti wins the Blackjack. Congratulations. Okay. And then let's draw now for one of the 4, for all 4 of the Shimano Trinidad.
So we need 4 more wins.
Yeah.
Can I put Dave back in the running?
No, Dave. I'll bet Dave would be okay with it. So we got 4 more there, boys. All right.
Okay. Draw one. This is Jack from Accurate drawing for a Shimano prize. I love
Mark
that.
Rayor.
Mike Hempfield, you owe me $50.
Mike. All right, Mike wins one of the 4 Shimano Trinidad 20A and Therese rods. All right. And then number 2, Josh, somebody else.
Keep it rolling there, boys.
Number 2, George Moranoff.
All right, George. So, again, that's a Trinidad 20A and a Therese combo for George. So, congrats there. Jack, you want to snag another one?
Okay. We're gonna mix them up a little bit here now.
Again, these are $800 combos that these guys are getting here. So, what a cool deal.
Jim Malello.
Jim Malello
wins.
It'll just cost you $25.
It's going down in price. Okay.
Mark, we got one more there.
One more.
For the Shimano combo again.
Sean Robertson.
All right. Sean wins the Trinidad 20A. All right. Now let's draw for the $500 AFCO shopping spree.
All right. $500
hold
from
them, and
AFCO.
Mark's going to pick. We're going to shuffle them. Good.
$500 for AFCO, and again, you said that's for hardware or for clothing, whatever a guy wants.
Whatever you want.
Or gal.
Rhonda Gruber. Gruber.
All right.
Rhonda.
Congratulations, Rhonda.
Congratulations, Rhonda. And that means, we got the Maui Jim sunglasses now. And the Maui Jim sunglasses are
Rudy Gonzalez.
Hey, Rudy,
congratulations. Gonzalez. Congratulations, Rudy. And that means the winner for the second year in a row. Are you kidding me?
Get out of here. No way.
Of the trip to Alaska, Elva Mayer.
No way.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Unbelievable.
Crazy.
Congratulations.
She jumped in on it, last week, was it?
I'm going to go to Vegas. I'm going to go to Vegas with her,
I heard it on the show.
She won it yesterday.
No way.
And then for the second year in a row.
Talk about bada bing, bada boom, huh?
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah. Congratulations on that. And congratulations and thank you to everybody that participated in there. I can't believe what a great success that was.
How cool.
Unbelievable.
It was just so much fun and so cool to have everybody come out and get to be in all these events and all the cool giveaways and the fact that they're, trips going on the blackjack and going on, it's just unreal. So congrats to all the big winners. And what a fun thing to participate in.
Thanks for everybody that participated in there. So let's go ahead and jump back into the phones.
You got it. Well, the phones are packed up. Everybody's excited to talk to the boys. How about this time we talk to Robert, called us from San Bernardino. Good morning, Robert. Thanks for hanging in there with us.
Good morning, guys. How are you today?
All good here. All good.
Yeah, talk about Ben and Dave and those guys. I sat through a seminar beginning of this year and always had cheaper gear. Well, now I end up having 6 extra reels. So that Valiant 300 is the winch had a lot of stuff there.
Amazing little reel. It really is, yeah.
Oh, it's crazy, yeah. So just want to thank you for a good product. And like the twins say, one says fish hard, the other one says fish accurate. So
there you go. Thank you.
Good job there, guys.
You know that there's a lot of brand new technology in that Valiant series of reels. You'll see more of that coming. We're working very closely with people from Northrop Grumman and aerospace engineers like Gary Taraoka with whole new concepts on how to take weight out of reels, but yet retain the strength and rigidity.
That's cool.
We'll see more stuff.
All right. Well,
thanks, Robert.
Thanks a lot for the call this morning.
All right. How about next up we talk to Stephen, who's calling from Leucadia this morning. Good morning, Stephen. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Hi, Stephen.
First of all, Pete, thank you very much for your support of CCA. That's the reason for my call this morning is to remind everybody of the CCA fundraiser that's coming up October 1st at Portuguese Hall. And something I know you've been talking about this event, but I don't think it's been made clear that your $50 per person fee also includes a one-year membership in CCA.
Ah, good point. We didn't talk about that yesterday, but not only the beer and food festival down at the Portuguese Hall there, but also the CCA membership, which is worth $30, right?
That's correct. That's correct. And those of us on the board have been working very hard to make sure that this event is a stunner. So everybody can have an opportunity to come down, win some terrific prizes. drink some beer, talk to fishermen, and get a membership to CCA for 1 year.
Wow,
cool,
fantastic!
Man. Good for you
wow,
guys. That's great.
That's great, and it's a great event. It's October 1st, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah,
Saturday
at the Portuguese Hall. Starts at 5:30, right?
5:30 to 9:30.
Yeah, going to be.
It is 21 and older because it will be alcohol consumption there. So unfortunately, the children won't be able to participate in this one. But as we grow stronger, we'll have more events and get the kids involved. But raising awareness is a very important part of it. And you happen to have access to a venue that gives tremendous exposure to CCA. And once again, we thank you very much for your participation.
Thank you. And that's a great venue, speaking of which, down at Portuguese Hall there, too.
It is.
Really fantastic. And it's going to be a fun event, Saturday, October 1st. We'll see you there. Appreciate the call.
Hey, when we come back, we're going to find out what Lucky Guy's got himself a brand new pair of accurate piranha pliers. More Let's Talk Hookup coming your way on the mighty 1090.
Get it all at Dana Landing in Mission Bay. It's truly the one-stop shop for a great day on the water. Looking for a fishing charter? Dana Landing had you covered with several boats, including the new Blackjack, perfect for 2 to 4 anglers, and the Impulse that will carry up to 6 anglers in comfort and style. Dana Landing has a huge tackle shop with everything you need to go fish bay bass, tuna, or marlin, plus expert anglers on staff to help. They even have Mexican and California fishing licenses and reel repair. The deli at Dana Landing is a local's favorite with all the food, ice, and beverages you need. When it comes to freshwater tackle, East County Bait and Tackle is the spot for a great day on the lake. The ultimate in rods and reels, the latest freshwater lures, and live bait. ECBT has a staff second to none when it comes to sharing their passion for fishing. ECBT is at the end of the 67 freeway on Mapleview in Lakeside, and Dana Landing is right across from SeaWorld next to the Dana Launch Ramp in Mission Bay. Check DanaLanding.com for more details.
This is Greg Stotesbury from AFCO. For more than 55 years, the American Fishing Tackle Company has been recognized as the premier manufacturer of precision-built offshore fishing tackle. AFCO continues this tradition today with an innovative technical fishing clothing line designed and built for ultimate performance on the water. From our next-generation fishing shorts like the Tactical Camo or Stealth Shorts to our AF Block sun protection shirts like the Fish Ninja and Samurai Sun Hoodie, the entire AFCO clothing lineup is purpose-built with the latest AFTech fabrics and designed with functional features to deliver top performance for the demanding angler. Visit www.afco.com to find a dealer near you.
It's time to get outside on the east side and celebrate fall colors, arts, culture, and recreation in the Eastern Sierra. From now until the first snow, there are a variety of activities that capture the essence of autumn. In addition to enjoying fall color viewing, the season hosts fishing derbies and biking events to theater performances, a kite festival, and art festivals. Check out the Outside on the East Side details on the Fall Colors page at visitmammoth.com. That's visitmammoth.com.
If you've heard the advice Scott Sherman from Fifth Avenue Insurance has given anglers over the past couple of years, you know there is much more to your boat insurance than just a low rate. Well, Fifth Avenue Insurance can not only find you the lowest rates on your boat insurance, they also make sure the coverage you get meets all your needs. What if you had an accident with the boat and found out you didn't have proper coverage? Well, that just won't happen when you insure with Fifth Avenue Insurance. Call them for advice on your current boat policy or any of your insurance needs. Fifth Avenue Insurance, 619-640-3130, or check the number 5 THAVEINS.com.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090. All right, the big winner of the accurate piranha pliers is going to Dave in Poway. Dave, congratulations. That's an awesome tool of rigging pliers. You're going to love them.
Love those pliers. You can get them at tackle stores, right, Jack?
Absolutely.
All right.
And Dave, we will drop ship that to you. I usually do personal deliveries, but I'm going to be a little tied up next week.
Next week. Yeah. It'll be on that in that picture on the Team Genren. We'll probably see Jack on the webcam next week, right, Mark?
For sure.
Yeah,
Veteran
for sure.
Red Rider.
Yeah. So if somebody wants to book a trip to Genren Sportfishing, how do we do that?
TeamGenren.com is our website. My telephone number is 310-308-5841. That's a Los Angeles cell phone, but I carry it with me all the time.
You're there. I call you. You're on the boat and you answer the phone
all the time. Yes.
Yeah. So you want to book a trip with Mark? Just pick up the phone and call him. Check the calendar on TeamGenren.com and looking forward to fishing with you in October.
Love fishing with you.
Yeah, it's a great time. And we're looking forward to having you back next Saturday and Sunday. I'll tell you what, our 25th anniversary weekend, next weekend. And Wayne Cotto from CCA California will be our guest. And we'll probably have some other CCA California dignitaries on Saturday, too. And then next Sunday, let's talk Hookup icon Mark Mills. Will be in the studio. So that's going to be a great weekend of shows. Thanks to Ryan. Thanks to Adam on the other side of the glass. And we'll see you next week right back here on the Mighty 1090.